Good morning, all my Zoom friends.
Morning, everybody. Morning, folks. Welcome to the Austin Public Library Saturday morning yoga class. I'm Stacy. Happy to be here with you this morning. Welcome to your practice. Sorry, I'm starting with blowing my nose. Everybody should blow their nose. We're going to do Nadi Shodhana, that's alternate nostril breathing. So please feel free to take a tissue, get yourself ready for that. Yes, we have to be prepared, right? I have allergies. Stop. Okay. And folks at home, obviously, do the same. So we're going to sit on our sit bones, nice and tall, straight spine. And first, just be aware of your body in this position. Feel your connection with the earth. Feel your spine lifting. And then just be aware of your breath. Don't change your breath. Just be aware of it. Breathing in, know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, know that you're breathing out. And you're going to take your hand and you're going to fold in your index and your middle finger towards your palm. And you're going to be using your thumb and your ring finger. Let's place our thumb on the right nostril and close it. Breathe in through the left nostril. Pause for a beat at the top of the inhalation. And then close the left nostril with your ring finger and exhale through the right side. Pause for a beat at the bottom of your exhalation. And then breathe in right. Close the right with your thumb. Exhale through the left. Pause there at the exhalation. Breathe in left. Pause at the top of your inhalation. Close the left with your ring finger. Breathe out through the right. Pause there at the bottom. Breathe in right. Close the nostril with your thumb. Breathe out left. Pause at the bottom. Breathe in left. Pause at the top. Ring finger closes left nostril. Exhale right. Breathe in right. Close right nostril with your thumb and breathe out left. You can come up here on the stage. Please feel free. We're going to pause at the bottom of the exhalation on the left. Release the thumb. Take a slow inhalation through both nostrils and gaze up. Pause at the top. Low natural exhalation. Bring your chin to your chest. Pause at the bottom of this exhalation. And then bring your gaze natural front center. A moment here to pause. Check in, see how you feel. Nadi Shodhana has many benefits, some of which are balancing the hemispheres of the brain, calming the central nervous system, increasing focus and concentration, a general sense of calm. Let's release this posture and come to our back. Feet are on the floor, knees are bent. Take a breath here and become aware of the sensation of the posture. Feel your connection to the earth through the feet, the back of the pelvis, shoulder blades and the back of the head. Now start with subtle movement of the pelvis. Inhaling, accentuate the curve in your lumbar spine, your low back. And as you exhale, bring your low back to the floor. Flatten it to the back of the floor. The tailbone may lift a tiny bit off. Keep your breath natural. You may find you want to slow it down a bit, but keep it natural. What we're doing here is not just warming up the pelvis, the hips, and the low back, we're also cueing to the nervous system, our central nervous system, that this movement is okay, that it's safe. We do these very easy, natural range of motion, repetitive like this, over and over again. It signals to the brain that this is safe. So when we extend and flex our spine and our hips, the body doesn't react poorly. It accepts the movement as safe. The next time you breathe in, lift the arms up over your head. Back to the hands come to the floor above your head, and then exhale, bring the arms back down by your side, flatten the low back to the floor. Next time you bring your arms up overhead, lift the hips up off the floor a few inches, and then bring the arms down and the hips down. Next time you come down to the floor and your arms alongside, stay there, and then bring your left knee into your chest. Give it a hug. Straighten the right leg to the floor. And let's flex and point both feet. Flex and point both feet. Circle the ankle one way, and then the other way. And put that foot down and draw the right knee into the chest. Give it a hug. Straighten the left leg down to the floor. And point and flex both feet. Circle the ankle. And reverse. And place the right foot back down on the floor. Bring your arms out now in a big T. That right leg is still bent, foot is flat on the floor. Palms face up. Take a nice easy breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to fold that left arm all the way over to the right side. Touch palm to palm. And inhale, lower it back down to the floor, back into your T position. On the exhale, close the hand. Let your arms are like a giant book, so you're turning the page. Let your head and neck move in a natural way. Just move along with your breath. Exhaling as you turn the page. Do one more time on this side. And release the hand back. Let's change legs. So you're going to bend the left knee and straighten the right leg down to the floor. Nice breath in, and on the exhale, bring that right arm all the way over. Touch palm to palm. On the exhale. And you should feel your obliques and your belly, working there. Your abdominal muscles, they need to work a little to do this. Gentle twist, good activation of your core. Not too much. And your head and neck just come along for the ride, natural movement, no stress, no strain. One more on this side. Yeah, and release. Take both knees into your chest, give them a hug, and do a little side-to-side rock here. Check and see how does the back feel. How are the hamstrings, shoulders? You want to be aware. And now bring your hands behind your thighs, just above your knees, and do some rocking forward and back, spinal rock. And on the next rock forward, come on up. Sit with legs across. And take a moment to take a breath. Feel yourself alive in this body. With left hand to right knee, right to behind. Make sure you feel the twist start at the bottom, the base of the spine, slowly making its way up, then bringing your gaze behind you. Now lengthen your spine up, crown of the head taller. Exhale, melt. Without forcing, just relax. Release that side, come to the other side. Yeah, starting at the base of the spine, on an exhale, to that spine, way up. And then inhale, legs, grow taller. And exhale, melt, relax into the twist. Another breath here, like that. And release it. Come forward. It's a little mini cat and cow here in sitting. The cow you gaze up, chest expands forward. For cat, arch your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Move with your breath, feel the sensations. Good, and release cat-cow and straighten our legs out in front, tap them out. Tighten, any discomfort, any sensations in the legs, you do this, hips. Bring the feet a little wider apart, take the toes out, and then bring them in. Out and in. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, go forward. Nice, easy forward bend here. Let your spine melt, let it curve. Round your spine, over your legs. I'm not striving here to go too deep. This is just finding out where you're at. Where are your hamstrings at? Where's your low back? Smooth, easy breath. Rather than worrying about taking really deep breaths here, I want you to think about slowing down the breath. Making the breath feel gentle, soft, and slow. Slowly rise up. Time. And then bend one knee out. Don't use your hand. Just bend your knee. Like that. Without your hand. Don't cheat. Hands up. And on the other leg. Just see where they are, where they land, where they naturally want to be. And then you can place your hands on your feet or your ankles, wherever it's comfortable. Lengthen your spine up. And take a couple of nice, easy breaths here. On the exhalation, relax the knees down. Inner thighs, relax. Soften. So very slowly, as we inhale, let's bring the knees up a few inches. Slow breath. Exhaling slowly, soften down. That's it. We're not forcing, we're just allowing. We're allowing. Inhaling up. Exhaling, softening down. It's okay here to exhale through your mouth if you want to on this one. Breathe in through the nose. And you can even sigh audibly on the way out. This area of the body, the adductors, the inner thighs, this is where we kind of hold the energetic imprint of fear. We don't do it consciously, and it's not one episode, it's over a lifetime unprocessed energy. So sighing as we release here really tells the nervous system and the body that it's safe to let go. It's safe to release the inner thighs, relax the body. Do one more like that. Good. Take your hands. Bring your feet to the floor. Come to your version of squat, whatever that is. Your heels could be up off the floor. Try and get your feet somewhat parallel. tailbone down. You can sit on blocks. You can be halfway up. Try and lift the crown of the head up. Bring the tailbone down. See where you're at. See how much you can relax into this. And on your next exhale, bring your hands to the floor and slowly lift your hips up. You can even shift your weight a little bit into the balls and toes and the hands. Take the pressure off the knees and the hips. Okay, bring the feet parallel if they're not. You can be left hip width apart. You place the left hand in the front and float the right hand up high. Gaze up at it if it's okay for your neck. Circle your wrist. And reverse. And let's lower that hand down to the center and let the left hand float up. Circle the wrist. And reverse. And lower the left hand down. Good. Bend the knees if you're sitting back in the chair. Slowly pick up, out. Good job. Just take a side stretch each way. Alternate. Put your feet nice and wide. Again, as you're moving and as you're breathing slowly, softly, and easily, notice sensations in the body. Start to transition. Helicopter. Notice the breath. Is it flowing naturally, easily? Or just slow that foot down. Bring the feet a little closer so they're hips width apart. Arms to side, gaze forward. And we're going to do our monkey hara with a exhalation. Waking up the sun center, the third chakra, just above the navel. With your own hips. Follow me. And let's release that and take out the arm. Take away the sleep. Move the neck in ways that feel good. Take the legs. Standing. Or be still here for a moment. Notice the energy moving in your body. Think back to when you walked into the room and you first got on your mat. How your body felt then, how your breath felt then. And on an inhale, we'll take it up to mountain pose. Inhale, arms rise up. Now feel your legs. Feel your feet planted into the earth. Bring up a squeeze, a gentle squeeze. Low legs, knees, thighs, buttocks, abdominals. Rooting the feet and the legs down to earth. Upper body rising up. Mountain pose. The intention is to have the experience of the firm connection to earth, the grounding to earth, and a free, expansive connection to sky. So breathe in, use the imagery of earth energy, rising up through the feet into the heart, and exhaling, earth energy rising up, sending it up like a gift to the sky, to the universe. And breathing in sky, universal energy in through the hands, through the crown of the head into the heart, and sending that energy down through the legs, through the earth, to the center. Experience yourself as of the earth, not on the earth. And the next time you exhale, let the hands flow together, palms touch, temple mudra, index fingers point up. Take a breath in. Exhale. Press your hips right, bend left. Just a little gentle bend here, don't go too deeply. You feel strong and stable. Take your back to the shoulder, knee, simply bring one hand to your hip. As you breathe in, feel that expansion. As you breathe out, the firm connection to the earth, core wrapping around the spine, supporting you. On your next exhalation, rise up. Take a breath here. Exhale, slide to the left, then right. Body is in plane. Around your middle, plugging in, holding your spine, supporting. On your next exhale, up. Breath here at the top. Exhale, release the hands, palms up to shoulder height, and then turn your palms to face down and lower the wrist. Take a moment here, close your eyes, and feel the effects of Tadasana and Ardha Chandrasana, mountain and half moon pose. Feel free to shake, move, stretch in any way to release that tension, maybe in the shoulders or in the back. Next, we'll be doing Utkatasana, chair pose, wrong pose. Inhale, arms straight out in front, shoulder height. Exhale, start to bend ankles, knees, and hips, sitting back in an imaginary chair. If your weight is in the heels, you could pick up your toes and not lose your balance. Let's bring our attention to our third chakra, Manipura, the seat of your personal power. It's just above your navel, below the ribs. This chakra vibrates at the color yellow. And each chakra has a sound. This Bij mantra sound is rum. So you can just listen to the chanting and let the vibration move through your body, or you can chant along. Take a breath in. Rum, rum, rum. Now, optional here, you can do Kapalabhati breath if it's in your practice. A forceful exhalation with a passive inhalation. Looks like this. Feel free to come out and back in the pose at any time if you need to rest. Optional, take your arms a little higher if your shoulders allow. No pain. No pain, no pain. Do you feel any discomfort in any of your joints at any time, especially a sharp pain? Come out of the pose. Go back in, maybe half as deep. Exhaling, lower the arms back down, shoulder height. And now, if you like, take the balance challenge here. Lift the heels up, come onto the balls of the toes. Helps to pick something to gaze at and set your gaze there. So that color yellow, energy, lots of energy in the third chakra. And on an exhale, lower the heels down, and you can straighten the legs, and then lower the arms. Take a moment. Feel the flow of prana in the body. Pretty strong after that strong pose, and then feel free to move, take stretch any way to release tension. We're going to start with our feet a little bit wider, toes pointing at a little angle. We're going to start with eagle arms, Garudasana arms. So I like to do this with goddess legs first. So we're going to take a breath in and exhale, bend the knees, tracking those knees toward the toes, not in, out toward the toes. Float the arms up shoulder height, cross left over right. And find your version of eagle arms. So that you can entwine the arms, and you can do any version of that works for you. Even if this is another version. Anywhere there in between, doesn't matter. Gaze straight ahead. Be aware of your in-breath, and on the out-breath, invite your shoulders to soften. Maybe lift the elbows just a tiny bit higher. And on your next exhale, release the arms back out. We're going to come out of your squat a little and take it out. Release tension. And then we're going to come back into the squat. Like right over left. And find your eagle arms on the other side. Check the position of your pelvis. Just tuck your tailbone in. See how that feels? That's like when you flatten your low back on the mat at the beginning of class. And then release it. So there's a little bit of a lumbar extension there. Just go back and forth a couple of times and then find the neutral spine there. Have no discomfort in your low back. See if you can lift the elbows a little bit higher. And on your exhale, release the arms, straighten the legs, take out your arms. Take out the legs. Okay. Moving into Trikonasana, bring the legs wide apart, triangle pose. Left foot in at an angle, right foot points to the short edge of the front of your mat. Like they're pretty wide apart, but not so wide that you're not stable. Bring the hands to the hip, and that back leg, your left leg, you're going to tilt your hip towards that foot. Arms straighten out, shoulder height. Front leg is straight, but not locked. Knee is not locked. Take a breath. Exhale. Lean forward into that right arm as far as you can, and then pivot the other. Lots of options here in triangle pose. You can have your hand on your shin, on the floor, on a block, on your thigh. You could even do a forearm to thigh. Just making sure that front knee is a little bit soft. Now work on your gaze. You can gaze down at the floor, straight ahead, or gaze up at your hands. Expand the heart. Soft and slow breath. Relax the neck, relax the jaw. On an exhale, start to bend the front knee as you come upright. And release the arms. Take them out. Point all 10 toes forward. Take a moment to notice the difference in the sensation on one side of the body versus the other. I really feel it in that shoulder that we just had the arm up. Where do you feel the sensation the most? Point the left toes to the left, right toes in at an angle. Inhale, arms up, shoulder height. Pivot the hip toward the back of the mat, and then reach that front hand forward as far as you can. And when you can go no farther, pivot the arms. Right arm reaches up, left down. Use the block if you need. Bring the top shoulder over the bottom shoulder. And on your exhale, put a little bend in the front knee so you can bring yourself upright. Take out the other. Point all the toes forward. Roll the shoulders back, forward, release. Come on down, all fours into table pose. Wrists under shoulders, knees under neck. A nice gentle cat and cow here. Move with your breath. For cat, you're arching your back arching your back like a Halloween cat. Bring the chin to the chest. Navel draws in towards the spine. And then for cow pose, you drop the belly low, tailbone first up, and gaze up. Moving within the natural range of motion of your body. Forcing, no striving. Your next exhale, come back to neutral spine, and we're going to step the left foot forward. You have tender knees, you can put a blanket or double up your mat under that back knee. And we're going to inhale the arms up overhead. And see if we can tap fingers, this little Hakini Mudra. And on the exhale, sink lower into the lunge as you bring the fingers together under the front eye. Up. Exhale. Sink those. Up. Exhale. Sink down. Hips lowered toward the floor. Inhale up. And one more. Up. And place the hands on the floor. Step the left foot back. Control forward. And bring the right foot forward. Stop. Hold here for a breath. And then let the fingers tap together. See if you can find them. Find the mat. Big breath in and exhale. Let the hips sink low. Bring the fingers together under the side. Up. Each stretch to your hips. The front hip flexors on the back leg, hamstrings and glutes, right? One more. And bring both hands to the floor. Step the right foot back. And from all fours here, walk your hands just a little forward of your shoulders. Maybe a couple of inches forward of your shoulders. If you have wrist pain here when you do your down dog, you can come down onto your forearm and you'll do dolphin pose instead of down dog. Okay, you can substitute dolphin at any time for down dog. And if your shoulders don't like dolphin pose, well then you could do child pose. Okay, so tuck your toes under. Take a nice breath in, and on the exhale, find your downward facing dog. Lift the hips. Spread your fingers wide. Press down through the base joints of your fingers. Activate the arms and shoulders gently, and then bend one knee and bend the other knee, walking your dog. And then we're going to let the left leg float out. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Gaze under the left armpit or the right if that feels better for your neck. And on your exhale, slowly draw that left knee forward. You're going to step that foot between the hands. You can help it along with your hand. You take your hand, put it there. Okay, so now we're going to move into a hip opener, dragon pose. If you have blocks, you may want to use them for this. If you don't, that's okay too. You're just going to press your fingers on the mat. So walk the right foot back. So you're really opening and stretching that back leg. I like to double my mat or use my blanket under the back knee for this one. Dragon pose. So find your neutral spine here. You're going to gaze forward. Stay here for 5 breaths. Down if you like. You can bring both arms to the inside of the front foot if that feels good. Coming on the forearm. Take the option that is doable to you. And when you've met your 5 breaths, you can come back to table pose, take a rest, take a child pose, little rest in between thighs. And then come up back onto all fours. Table pose, walk the hands 2 inches forward. Suck the toes under and find your down dog. Right leg rises. Right knee bends. Open the hip. Knees under either armpit. Slow, smooth breath. Then exhale, we're going to bring that right foot forward towards the front of your mat. Use your hand to help you if you like. Find your block. And cushion that knee if you need to in the back, and walk that knee back so that leg is nice and stretched. Bend it long. Stay straight ahead. So just keep on. So releasing here through the hips, releasing energetic movements of anger or resentment. The area of the body where that energy is going. So we can remove it with intention and replace it with forgiveness. Deep breath. And release the leg back. Take a big child's pose. And then we're going to make our way onto our back. The child's pose. Coming to the back, the knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers. Open up the elbows down back. The elbows point out to the left and the right side. Let's straighten the right leg down. And we're going to practice yogic bicycle. We start by taking the breath in, and on the exhale, bringing the right elbow towards the left knee. Good. And release it down. Let's do that a couple more times on this side. Exhale on the way up. Right, we're still doing right elbow to left knee. Slow and controlled movement. Not using any momentum here. Do one more on this side. And then straighten the left leg down, bend the right knee. We'll take it the other way for 3 or 4 times. Exhaling, elbows to knee. Good. Now we're going to bring it together. Straighten and bend the leg. Slow yogic bicycle. Take your time with your own pace. Keep those breaths moving. Slow, smooth breathing. So we're holding the breath at any time here. We'll letting the breath flow. And relax. Lower the head down, release the hands. This is our inversion now. And we're going to do supported shoulder stand, or if in your practice you have half shoulder stand or full shoulder stand, you're welcome to do that. Your inversion. Or you can just bring the legs up like so without a block. That's fine too. So pick your inversion. Or supported shoulder stand, the block is under the flat bone of the base of your spine, sacrum, and it should not require any work for you to keep your legs up. Back. Point and flex the toes. We're encouraging and facilitating lymphatic fluid drainage from the feet and the legs. And the lymph system operates on muscle contraction and gravity. So we're letting gravity, that fluid, and tracking the muscles in your feet and ankles further facilitate. And now you can let your legs be still. Completely relax the body, relax the brain inside the skull. You can bend your knees, slowly lowering the feet to the floor, remove the block, if there's a block there. And hug the knees into the chest. We're going to drop the knees, two knees, double knee down twist here. Drop both knees to the left side. And now optional, you can stay right here where you are and extend the right arm out to the right side and gaze at it. Or option two, you can take the right hand to the left foot. Have a little bind there. Deepens the twist a little bit. And release, twist, come back to center. Then drop both knees to the right side. Stretch the left arm out to the left and gaze at it. Or option two, take the left hand to the right foot. Then you take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. And you're gazing the opposite direction that your knees are pointing. Maybe twist, come back to center, and prepare for Shavasana, deep relaxation. So if it's comfortable, so you're coming onto your back, letting your arms rest alongside your body, palms up. You can keep your knees bent if you have some low back comfort. Making sure your head and neck are neutral. You're not hyperextending your neck or tucking it in close back. Now it's time to let go. Let your muscles release bones. Your bones feel heavy, sink into the floor. Your mind is like the sky. No center, no boundaries. Allowing thoughts to come and go like clouds, floating by. It's deep in your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing awareness back into your body. If you like, take a full body stretch, reaching arms up overhead. Just feel the miracle of your body alive at this moment. Ready, make your way onto your side. Maintain your quality of relaxation. Same with a tall spine. Thumb placed over the nail of the index finger and the other three fingers pointing away. Mudra represents the thumb is the divine. Over the ego, the index finger. Right. There, would you breathe in, breathe out. And now please, listen for a camp along to those that practice this morning with the sound of Om.
Namaste.
Light within me bows to the bright light within each of you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your practice. Have a great day. I'll be here Monday night, 7 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, Zoomers. Great day.
Thank you.